last season made the playoffs for just the second time in 18 seasons.
I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. And now the Golden State Warriors starter. It's going to be Thompson and Wiggins. Then it's Curry. Then it's Ibaka. And for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And for teams that have gotten off to a less than ideal start to the season, Doris, when is it time to start thinking about changing strategies or even more?
Well, I think if you're a head coach or a member of the front office, it always is an opportunity to evaluate where you are, win or lose. But I think the first few months, you've got to think about, all right, is the whole group connected? Are they working toward winning? Are they being unselfish and putting the organization first? If you can answer those questions, then you can make your next move.
Thompson, high post, over Prince. Back to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. And it's Wiggins missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Curry with it. Picked up by Edwards. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Gobert. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Anderson, he's checked in for Taurean Prince.
Now into the lineup.
Thompson for 3. Can't hit that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now Conley. He takes it in, and that one drops.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Towns. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And the basket by Curry.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Pass to Noel. Now here's McDaniels. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Down low. Wiggins, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Edwards against Wiggins. Edwards looking it over. Out to the wing. Here's Noel. The 17-footer goes down.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 8. From Target Center, back in a...
Here they come, now headed to the floor.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Taurean Prince, and it's Conley, and it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here is Conley. Prince outside. Back to Conley. Now here's Gobert. Defended by Looney. Here's Noel. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Floats it up for Wiggins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
2 minutes.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Noel. It's rebounded by Golden State. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
1:39 left in the second quarter. The pass to Prince. Left side, Towns. Wiggins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Edwards in for Noel.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Wiggins, right side. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Andrew Wiggins.
7 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Edwards. Curry against Conley. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
Minnesota making a switch. Anderson's checked in.
Kyle Anderson.
Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid.
Naz Reid.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thompson up top. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back. Here's Wiggins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Second personal foul.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. They get Stephen Curry. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Edwards defending. And Curry has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. And a close game so far with the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny, it was all about Minnesota as the game got going. A smoldering performance. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Thompson. Green is out there with Curry. Conley the pass to Gobert. That one misses. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. Minnesota in the lead. Conley kicks to Prince. Pass to Towns. And he makes that one.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Pass to Kuminga. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. Pools checked in for the Warriors. Edwards against Poole. Tries from 7.
A valuable, dogged defender, Draymond Green doing his thing.
Here's Kuminga, and the rejection by Towns.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your...
Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Edwards. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Thompson against Prince. The dish to Towns. Outside Conley. Jacks up a 3. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got his second bucket.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Now the pass to McDaniels. The Warriors pull it in.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Thompson outside for the lead. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Gary Payton is checked in for Klay Thompson.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Poole the pass to Payton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Warriors on top. They're up by 1.
The Warriors
from Target Center, back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for you about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Anthony Edwards out there with Conley, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Poole against Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. The 19-foot shot, perfect on the shot, swishes it through.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Cool with it. Started now by Prince.
They practice
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Edwards. The feed to Prince. With the teardrop, Green with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Cool. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Ibaka slams it in.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Up top, Edwards. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. .112 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Here's
Curry. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
Minnesota shooting about 42% so far. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they foul intentionally.
Anthony Edwards. Third personal foul. First team foul.
41 seconds left in the game. Here's Thompson.
Warriors foul. Klay Thompson. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Nas Reed.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Reed.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Well, great read by Stephen Curry right there. Just puts it on time and on target. Always wants to make his teammates feel good.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, there's a length and an intensity that Serge Ibaka brings to the table. And as a solid teammate who contributes on both ends, this is a guy you want on your team.
Gets the 3 to fall.
You get the sense Taurean Prince rises to the challenge and relishes every chance he gets.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
They get the rebound. Prince outside. Passes it to Conley. The 3. And the rejection by Curry. 3-pointer. Misses the shot. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, a hot start for them offensively, but...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.